So there's a common source of low back pain that you cannot see on x-ray, and it's usually overlooked on an MRI. It's called a fatty infiltration of a multifidus.
A fatty what?
It's a fatty infiltration of a multifidus. So here's what a multifidus is. Multifidus is a muscle about the size of your finger, and its job is to stabilize or protect your spine. It's kind of like a cell phone tower. If you ever see a cell phone tower, there's one right across the street from here. There are cables all around it that stabilize and protect it in a windstorm. So what do you suppose happens if those cables either break or get weak and you have a windy day?
Wouldn't it fall down?
Exactly. And it's no different than with your spine. So in this analogy, the cell phone tower is your actual spine and the cables around it are the multifidus muscle. Well, here's the problem. These multifidus muscle, they get overtaken by fat. So that doesn't mean you eat too much fat, it means you're out of shape. So what I'm going to show you right now is a simple exercise that'll start the process to turn the fat back into muscle. Now, as always, these videos are meant for informational purposes. They are not meant to be advice from me to you. We've never met. So please consult with your spinal health professional. First thing you do is you come up on your hands and knees. So come on up. And you've probably seen a version of this exercise before. It's called a cat and a camel. A cat, just like you've seen a cat get scared, is that they round up their back, and then of course the camel, where they have a sway back. Wow, that's really down low. So to get the multifidus firing and to get them in shape again, it requires mostly, it's not so much the down part. We want to take it from here or from neutral and then raise it up as high as you can. Really bring it up and tilt this pelvis forward. Now, the one thing that we don't want you to do is to, when we do this, there's a tendency to round out the upper part of the spine. That's not the part that we're trying to target. So this has to remain more relaxed, but really bring in your stomach, suck your tummy in, and tilt your pelvis forward, and then hold this for a count of starting at say 5 seconds at a time, then let it relax. Then you bring it back up again, really tilt the pelvis forward, round out the lower back, not so much the upper back, but really tilt it, pull in your tummy as best you can for 5 seconds or 10 seconds. Do this, say 10 or 15 times in a row. If your multifidi are not in shape, you're going to feel a stretch in these muscles in here. You may even feel little popping sounds, and that's fairly it's expected. I wouldn't call it normal, but it's expected when these multifidi are out of shape. So you let it drop,